Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Sharon. She is a part of our Connect Belong online membership, and I can't wait to talk with her more. She is going to share a little bit about her story, what she does to help busy entrepreneurs, as we all know that tends to happen once we start our own businesses and we feel like we can do it all alone, which is not the case. So, can't wait to talk to you more about Sharon. Thank you all for being here today. And we are welcoming Sharon here. And I'm so excited to talk with her and just let you get to know her. I had the pleasure of meeting Sharon in person not too long ago, but before that, she has just been such a light and so encouraging and kind, especially over Instagram, which is where we originally met. And for my 40th birthday last year, my dear friend created this book for me with all these sentiments from everybody that has been a friend, whether it's been 30 years, 10 years, 5 years. And at the very end, there's this little sweet note from Sharon that says, I haven't met you yet, but I just wanted to tell you happy birthday, and the most kind message ever. And I'm just so grateful that now we are in each other's worlds and you are here. So, Sharon, I would love to just welcome you and please introduce yourself.
Yes, well, thank you so much. And it's been such a pleasure. The friends that we both get the pleasure of having in our worlds and our lives have been such an amazing add to my life, value add in terms of my business, in terms of just my soul and just happiness and joy and attracting more of that in. And so Connect Belong is such a beautiful way that manifested into even more of that. So thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, my business has evolved as we all do, from life and mindset coaching into more of bringing that into the world of business and operations. So we love our visionary leaders. They have a lot of great ideas and they want to keep coming up with great ideas. And yet a lot of them are solopreneurs, if you will, or small teams. And then they kind of run out of capacity to continue to dream because they're in doing all the things. And I love doing all the things and still getting to be creative. So, in that way of having a balanced brain, which is the name of my business, Balanced Brain Ops, it really lets me speak their language as well as the language of their vendors or their teams to really turn it and integrate it into real life.
Oh,
So,
that's
that's what I
amazing.
love to do.
I love that. So you are able to help entrepreneurs in any genre, niche, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been so fun. I think healthcare is popping up quite a bit. I've worked in cybersecurity, I've worked in startup lands, and so I will say startup land is probably where I was welded, if you will,
Mhm.
in the fire because everything moves so quickly that it really taught me to like learn quickly whatever is going on. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to not necessarily have to niche down because I'm a little stubborn about that but into real people. What I'll say is usually it's people where this is their baby. And so there's like a bit of a family business aspect. And I do understand that given my background and how I like to work. And so I try to build in my systems and my promises to my people with their business in mind, but also their life in general. So that I'm not just sitting there going, well, we're going to 10x all of your income in X amount of months. It's, oh, we're going to build something that sustainably works for you long term and what you really want.
No, that's incredible. I do love that you come in at different points in people's businesses. And like you said, whether it's a solopreneur or a smaller team, and you are able to be there as support and, like you said, create these systems and process and just to really help them just have this harmony in their life with their business and all the things going on. And it just is such a beautiful thing what you do. I
Yeah.
would love to know if you have had an opportunity to speak with anybody from the Connect Belong community.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's so funny because while it can be a little bit more challenging to describe what I do, once
Mm.
I get around to it and get to the point of it all, they go, "Oh, you need to meet so and so." And so
Mhm.
I've had the pleasure of getting referred to quite a few people, even if they're not within the Connect Belong community yet. I've been able to talk with them and really help them get to their next best step, even if it's not directly working with me. That's really what I want to do for people is add the clarity into like, oh, that's what this sounds like. Oh, maybe this job rec could work well for you. So yeah, I've had a great pleasure. Oh goodness, how do I even start? Do I call out specific people? Is that helpful?
Whatever you like. No, it's okay. You can, but it's just anything or even specific examples too. That's fine.
Yeah. Some other people will, hear that somebody is, having challenges with, for example, Flow Desk and setting all of that up.
Mhm.
Uh, and so just getting on the phone or sitting next to them while they're setting it up, kind of almost body doubling, if you will, because sometimes it's just having someone walk alongside you. Um, that also, again, can kind of keep that analytical, logical side in place. Another great example is talking to a client where she's trying to get her product like out the door and like launched. And so, but she just kind of keeps feeling that internal, like, no, not yet, maybe in a little bit, right? And she found herself doing that. And so her question was, can I just hire Sharon to be my boss? Which it's so funny. I'm like, well, dude, you're my boss, and you're my client.
Mhm.
But really what it is just getting kind of clear. And so, yeah, a lot of times somebody goes, oh, so you coach the businesses. I said, well, I coach everyone I meet, usually accidentally, but I can't help but ask questions and be curious. It's one of my favorite habits.
No, that's a beautiful thing. And I feel like you are so gracious and kind with your knowledge and what you do. And even when we are on our Mindful Monday calls with Christy from Soul Vibes Life Coaching,
Love her.
she does Monday morning calls. I'll put the link below for that as well. But we
Mhm.
are truly just pouring into one another while Christy is guiding us through just beautiful questions and different things. And I have just noticed that each time someone says something, you are pouring in some way. So you just have the biggest heart and just love for people. And I share that with you. So I do feel like that's where our deep connection has come from too. And I noticed that just with different business owners, obviously we need different things. And I once was in a very supportive role with different business owners, and now being in that visionary seat myself, I found myself, I love helping other people and I love helping them find clarity or coaching and mentoring other businesses to really find where their gifts are and their strengths and all of these things. And then when I get back to my seat in my office right here, my wheels are spinning like, oh wait, what do I even do? So
Yeah.
someone, especially someone like you, where you say, okay, where is the support needed and where can I alleviate something from your
Yeah.
plate so you can have that space and capacity to continue to be in that visionary seat is such a beautiful thing. I love what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and it's so funny that you say that because I'm also like, yeah, can someone else be my boss again? Because there are some days, even for myself, it's a very human thing. We all have those blind spots. So I think that's what probably helps me be this like from a very non-judgmental place. I'm like, oh, I see why. I see how this could happen. And
Mhm.
then bring it along in this way of just, bringing a little humor to it
Of
and just
course.
like lightheartedness because, it can feel like really heavy, especially if you do have a team or you're providing for your family. Like that's a little bit of pressure. Just a touch of pressure. And so just trying to keep that
No, it's very
easier
true.
for people.
And I would love to ask, do you have somebody supporting you? Because again, found with myself, like I need someone pouring into me so then I can pour into other people. And do you find
Mhm.
yourself with people that are pouring into you?
Yes, I've drawn more and more of that. And I have to be very intentional with it because, again, just like everyone else, when the busy happens, it can be really easy to drop those off. But absolutely. So things like the Connect Belong in person, Connect Belong online, the Mindful Monday calls. I've got some amazing friends that just are my sounding board and
I love that.
keep me probably from bubbling up, and then having it explode all over my tiny children. They pour into me. I've got an amazing partner. Um, and yeah, I just stay really honest with myself about like, okay, what do I need right now? Like, one of my favorite clients had said, like, man, I just feel like I'm now shifting to being a human being instead of a human doing. And
Mm.
it was such this, like, that's one of those ones that rings in my head regularly, just to stay in that place. So,
That's a beautiful thing that you could help them come to that realization because, again, feeling so supported and guided by you. So you're doing incredible things, Sharon, and I just love who you are, your big heart, and just the way that you share with other people. And I'm just so grateful that you're a part of this community and a member that continually pours into others. And we love pouring into you. So I'm so happy you were here today. And I cannot wait to just see where our friendship takes us and just as we continue to grow this community. So thank you
Yeah.
so much.
The new heights and keeping our sanity while doing it. That's the secret.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
Mm,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.